Is it permissible for a Muslim to be a football journalist as a business?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Once again, firstly, being a journalist. In Islam, there is nothing that will prevent you from becoming a journalist. But what is important is to ensure that the ethics of journalism, as outlined by Islam, are respected. This is very important. And journalism is part and parcel of al-mu'amalat, as we earlier mentioned. So there is nothing harm as long as the basic principles and ethics of journalism are respected. Some of them: number one, objectivity. Number two, making sure that whatever you report is authentic. Number three, investigation. When there is need, you have to investigate critically. Because in Islam, the work of a journalist is not restricted only to saying person A says it is raining, while person B says it is not raining. The work of a journalist in Islam, if person A says is yes and person B says is no, you have to investigate A and B and come out with the final position, not only to report A said this and B said this. Furthermore, when it comes to the issue of football in general, our ulama have some divergent views about whatever you think of related to football. Some of them consider it as prohibited completely. Some consider it as permissible as long as some conditions are fulfilled. Take, for example, Majmu'ul Fatawa for Lajnatul Da'ima lil Buhuth al-Ilmiya, volume 23, from around page 222 to around 227. Some considered it to be as permissible as long as some conditions are met. Number one, it will not compel you to love someone that Islam has forbidden from loving him. However, there is a difference between admiration and loving. Admiration is not the same with loving. You can admire something, but you don't love them. You don't love it. Secondly, make sure that the time for prayers are respected. Thirdly, you don't expose your aura. Number four, watching or playing football cannot in any way compel you to love someone that Islam doesn't allow you to love him. Because when it comes to al-wala wal-bara, allegiance and rejection, both of them depend on the teachings of our religion. The most popular view, if you can partake in journalism and make football journalism to be peripheral, that is better for you. However, if you are only reporting what is being done according to the teaching of Islam when it comes to football, then definitely in that situation, it can be considered as a permissible, and indeed, Allah knows best.
Thank you very much. The next question here is, what is the stand of artificial intelligence to Islam and our daily lives as Muslim? Who would like to take that?
Sorry, AI?
Yes.
Okay.
Under 1 minute.
Okay. Just a month ago, I was invited by ISESCO. ISESCO is an Islamic World Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. It is an institution that has been formed by around 57 Muslim countries, including 2 or 3 observers. The headquarters is in Rabat, Morocco. So I was invited as an expert to review the AI Charter for the Islamic world. Definitely, AI is permissible in Islam in general terms. However, we should ensure that we deploy AI for the benefits of mankind, not for harmful. I mentioned this in the morning, that these technologies, they are nothing but a double-edged sword. They can be used for beneficial purposes and they can be used for harmful purposes. So if they are deployed for beneficial purposes, they are absolutely permissible. But one major challenge with AI is just an emulation of the cognitive functions of a human being, like reasoning, hearing, decision-making, critical thinking, among others. But the major challenge, AI takes decision based on the quantity and the quality of data presented to it, because it relies so much on data. If the data is sufficient, then the decision to be taken, you will discover, is faulty. And if the data is not of high quality, the decision is definitely going to be a very wrong decision. So AI in itself is a double-edged sword, and it is permissible. And as I earlier mentioned, the foundation of AI was built by a Muslim scholar, Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khawarizmi, 1,150 years ago. So absolutely it is permissible, but it is a double-edged sword. If the content in AI is not our own content, then we can deploy the hadith of the Prophet where he says, "La tusaddiqu ahal al-kitabi wa la tukadhibuhum," which has been reported by Bukhari, may Allah have mercy on him, hadith number 7,362, that do not believe the people of the book, nor disbelieve them. Do not believe, nor disbelieve them. What it means, we have to measure the content. If it agrees with religion, we accept. If it disagrees, we reject it. And indeed, Allah knows best.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. And